Daddy Lumba out, Kantanka in. Oma no mo share Daddy Lumba move baby and then now 1 year there no me so say Enra omo ye because Enra and Daddy Lumba the 1 year na just say omo ye no. Germany so mami akosia se wa any there the footages baby this particular video but and the data makers apostle the late emeritus Hon Adwoa Safo Kantanka in no and it's another Akofena Akwa press conference. I have August 24. Myself, so be me a subscribe button so now click a bell notification icon. So now if you follow your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter at gossip24.com, any gossip24 TV. Now make house endpoint homeopathic clinic. Eguswa more share Ghana for apomude honsem ede amo with himself. Say kidney honsem, say stroke honsem, say liver honsem, say prostate honsem, say fertility issues. But more they are so better actually endpoint for branches across the country. More share Ghana for and now no Father's Day endpoint for your screening Emma fathers. Sorry, endpoint for the Father's Day Truma Ghana for you na Mombra no more show finance no. Where that's Christopher and answer what's up endpoint for Omejo so officer. 80. Yes, I see if you that number right. And yeah, the 1 year anniversary no ebra omuyi ma me odoboni efri ni kuna yemu ani ade eyi ni tattoo de kire ye. Oh yeah, okay. Ebi mo se tattoo ni efe mo se nyefe mi dem wo question ba ko bisa right say kudeni de o mo se ya omu nyi kudeni ho at the time ben no mo do tattoo because tattoo we dey akwakwa say be about a week old tattoo but regardless no ma me odoboni a o kire won say your friend say that lumba da so adana koma so I just on the tattoo check the extent of that lumba sifa and then I asked na ma me akoso say why and o mo just so our Germany to ma me akoso say why any nebusiafo any nembano ni ade enso light up candles and nobody kai the late Charles Kodefusu aka that lumba. I just know so ye the mammy akusha se waso eye Germany e ma de se enu akọ na omutu fo se wa wo hwe that lumba emuni bia no sa me wache bia enane wo obetumi akọ no akọhwe the ye enane wo no ehona that lumba ewo eni ade e na me si ye fa that lumba den to because matise na safa Akofena enso eye press conference and then Monday 27th of July or your press conference na you late was here but videos ni there you who the entire press conference the entire statement na na Safo Akofena e de buy no o chemu e se hwe if it's in ne papa the late apostle emeritus Hon Adwoa Safo Kantanka e toye no omo for we ni hu papa mu no because papa mu no ona bosa Adwoa Safo e na de say e won the honomo a de so de akwakwo se e fridge man asa bia obekra on papa e wo kopim so be ye no papa eyi na saa de we o ma ntwe da ra to man so na mo kobra eno kra na mzo bi enti ena mo kan ne papa wo la no no enyo no o Hon Adwoa Safo ena mo kan wo makan wo no no mahu de ne papa epe e wo ni mo eno kra no sila no o ma e ma de se date wo ho no nko mo ni Hon Adwoa Safo ebe ye na asumdie ni bibia aba. But even after say wo na kan de wo so mo ye kra no sila no Hon Adwoa Safo e mo mo kwan
Maybe fine, Adam to do the answer. About the answer. And then, as the case here, the man, and penny for the kind of Mama, I am in some job for say within the short notice now, you're praying, what me, a one. Let me begin by expressing my sincere appreciation to all members of the media for honoring this invitation at short notice. I recognize that this press conference was convened within a very little advance notice. However, the circumstances surrounding recent developments have made it necessary for me to address the nation without delay, and I am grateful for the presence. I have convened this press conference today in my dual capacity as the head of the Kantanka family and the leader of Christo as Affirmation of Ghana, to provide clarity on matters concerning the burial and final funeral rites of our beloved father, Apostle Professor Emeritus Hon Adwoa Safo. Recent developments have generated uncertainty, speculation, and misinformation in the public domain. It has therefore become my duty and responsibility to address these matters openly and truthfully. Why am I addressing the nation? It pains me deeply to discuss matters relating to my family and the church in the public domain. Traditionally, such matters ought to be resolved privately through dialogue, mutual respect, and established family and customary processes. However, circumstances beyond my control have compelled me to speak publicly in order to protect the truth, preserve the dignity of our late father, and provide clarity to the many people who continue to seek guidance on these matters. Efforts made to achieve family unity since the passing of my beloved father, I, together with the members of the Diana Kotoko royal family that are seated with me here, have made every reasonable effort to bring all members of the family together in unity so that we could accord him a dignified and befitting burial. Regrettably, despite these efforts, we have not been able to achieve the level of unity and consensus necessary to proceed in the manner we had hoped. Personal reconciliation initiatives on my part, I have personally undertaken several initiatives to promote reconciliation and foster unity among my siblings, including my big sister, Hon Adwoa Safo, with the sole objective of ensuring that our father's final journey will be marked by peace, harmony, and mutual respect. In pursuit of this objective, I reached out not only to members of the immediate family, but also sought the intervention and counsel of respected church elders, family heads, chiefs, queen mothers, and other eminent traditional leaders. These efforts were undertaken in good faith and with a genuine commitment to preserving family unity and safeguarding the legacy of our late father. Outcome of the reconciliation efforts, unfortunately, despite these numerous interventions and goodwill efforts, the desired reconciliation had not been achieved. This has been deeply disappointing, particularly in view of the values of unity, humility, and reconciliation that our father has exemplified throughout his life. The last will and testament, following the reading of our father's will, which was led by Honorable Hon Adwoa Safo herself, Normally, we know that yes, you will be and send a study. I expected that the wishes and directives clearly expressed by our late father would be faithfully implemented. But regrettably, in my view, the implementation of those wishes has not proceeded in the manner contemplated by the will. In particular, the Kantanka family was not given custody of the mortal remains of the late father, notwithstanding the provisions of the will. This, together with other matters in which, in my view, the wishes expressed by our late father had not been honored, has further complicated efforts to achieve unity and consensus regarding his burial and funeral rites. In our year, you have been said, your time papa no evoluya. Assembly of Bekabia, if you restarting us in by media, media, anywhere, we can attack what team and no sender. Into more portrays a young kind will no. Your kind will no, papa no more sem uncle send ye will be paired at the community. Still, your Virginia Virginia and throw any nada, any put to you to the hospital, it was so air caution.
Emma Chese. Omo nye de woso omo ye ana se date a wa hye kwa no omo nye de woso omo ye sin de be go by date no nti ono de ode abusia no eni asori no aka cha omo lawyer Kwame Jan, professor lawyer Kwame Jan, so taking the necessary actions court.
Consequently, my family and I have instructed our solicitors, Kwame Jan and Associates, led by the eminent Professor Kwame Jan, Esquire, to commence the necessary legal proceedings to seek appropriate relief from the courts and to ensure that the wishes expressed in our late father's will and testament are given full legal effect. This decision has taken with great reluctance and only after exhausting every reasonable avenue for any amicable resolution. I appeal to members of Hon Adwoa Mission of Ghana and the public. I therefore urge all members of Hon Adwoa Mission of Ghana, members of the Kantanka family, our sympathizers, and all relevant stakeholders to remain calm, exercise restraint, and continue to uphold the values of peace, unity, respect that our late father cherished throughout his lifetime. I respectfully appeal to everyone to refrain from taking any unilateral decision or action circulating verified information that may undermine the ongoing legal process or further deepen the divisions within the family.
Now, so we take action or court into your catch a gun for you now. So no pass from ye. Christa Safo assign a pass from ye, Bushane pass from ye, and Untino. A year date be a wabon to be a maso. Say 30th, 31st, and a 8th, be a maso. Compare say, I'm going to go through court process. No, did say justice will be said.
I have every confidence that the court will ensure that justice is served and that the wishes expressed by our late father are duly respected. It is our collective responsibility not to allow our differences to overshadow the extraordinary legacy of a man whose life was dedicated to faith, innovation, industrialization, national development, and service to humanity. It is my earnest hope that wisdom, understanding, and a shared commitment to honoring our father's memory will ultimately prevail. Assuring and closing remarks that I gave us, I assure all members of Hon Adwoa Safo Mission, the Kantanka family, our sympathizers, and the good people of Ghana that every lawful and appropriate effort will continue to be made to ensure that Apostle Professor Emeritus Hon Safo is accorded a befitting burial in accordance with his wishes, the customs of the family, and all applicable customary and legal requirements. In conclusion, I wish to thank all Ghanaians, friends of Hon Adwoa Safo Mission, and members of the media for your continued patience, understanding, and support during this difficult period. I ask for your prayers as we seek a peaceful, lawful, and honorable solution that will preserve the dignity and the legacy of our beloved father. Let's be ourselves. Assembly are so a year that be a da abonting. Being one man, I urge the members of Christian Safo, the nation, to disregard any date via an Asadibia Air Force.
So it is a justice will be served in Tomoko court. It is based on the ever happen or court in a better, but in the meantime, no compim say on the exhaustive court processes no my the right thing no that honomono because I saw compromise ya check in this media on the Tomoko court the court back. Any the court back so munye biya no e drew honomona so more be ye dia. Then the woman say ye be basu nemo mi pray there some more exhaustive court process no
the Santi Kotoko family are yet animal. The movie I want my date via abontion no of an umunfini. Ohemachia, a sorrow council of elders. The body of our sorry more or more the mandate of Mutini or the next leader a sorry no Omina ever. Every region be our penny from the regional council chairman. Every single person will have secretaries in Melko Yoka. As MC Nebo so ever handle. Date be a Biano, I stand on my authority as the Kantanka family head and the leader of Christian Safo. There will be no burial held on the 30th of this July. May God bless you all. Thank you. Amin Shamu.
Yeah, you be a man, so I'm so dear. You do 30th, 31st. Yeah, the Becca Kujina Hono. Actually, see, you never saw an answer, Maso. But I say, do on my Becca Kujina Washer. Because I now know ye. Not or your uncle so the Aqua Court. Much more per se, ye never to December. No, some kind December 25. No, no, could we say, I say, court so more for 2 million Ghana cedis, me boy, Embra before by 2 p.m. and I say 3 p.m. No more than I found 20 years now. Tia house ever had the Beko see. Say history be repeating when I say, wait dear, history be turning around. A higher go 54. Gibisino, in the moon chimo, I bebro. Until then, that lumber out, Kantanka in background.